Hi everyone. Welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings, Ageha Route, episode 4. So, I'm not sure what's really going on with Ageha. So first, she chooses not to go to school with Aoi as a way to cover up and not let Tobiko-sensei know that the soaring club is running. And then, for some reason, all these girls come close to Aoi for different reasons. So that's Hotaru, Amane, and Kanako. And then the student council finds out that, it looks like Aoi's 3-timing or 4-timing with other girls, especially with Amane. And that's not the case. So it seems like it's a setup from someone, and I'm sure that someone has to be Ageha. So I'm not sure what's Ageha's real reason for doing this, and I'm sure it's more than just a cover-up for keeping the soaring club secret from the teachers. So anyways, let's see what happens next. So pretty much many people know about Aoi's 4-timing, so almost all the boarders, and Kotori and the twins. So everyone finishes breakfast, cleans their plates, and then heads to school. So Hotaru walks by my side as I push Kotori's wheelchair, and then the Kazato sisters follow behind. And until now, Ageha will usually join up with us on the way. So it's been a while since that stopped happening.
アゲハ先輩、今日もいらっしゃらないですね。
So I wonder if that touring club idea did work out in the end.
あの人がいてくれないと実作業が進められないのですが。
So if Ageha's absent, then it's going to be hard for us to make any improvements on the glider.
部長の目の前でよく言えるわね。来なさい、ハット。
Well, I can do the job, says Kotori.
わー。
And why is Hat following them?
すごいです、小鳥先輩。これが部長の人徳というものよ。ハットは鳥さんだから鳥徳じゃ。
Well, Hat's the duck, so...
ハット、そっちもお仕置き。わわ。
So Kotori has Hat attack Asa, and Yoru's like, well, don't say anything bad. I'm a leader, I'm a good person, Hat's a good duck. So a rare sight, Hotaru laughs out loud. And now that I think about it, Hotaru almost never laughs like this. And even though they're sisters, she is the complete opposite of Ageha. So Hotaru's all calm, all quiet, compared to Ageha who's all noisy and rowdy. So Ageha will laugh out loud at almost everything. And even though their faces look alike, their personalities would be this different is hard to believe. True? So if I had any brothers, I wonder if we would have been similar or different. So Kotori suddenly flings both her arms in the air. So wait, what brought that on?
ハット見てたらそう思ったのよ。もう1年よ。あれから1年。その間一度も飛べてないじゃない。
Well, that's true. So in my case, I've flown around the gliding area many times. But Kotori, Ageha, and everyone else haven't flown or been able to experience this. And not to mention it, to fly with our own wings, we haven't done that once since the incident last year.
このままじゃすぐ夏休みよ。そしてすぐ来るわ。
So if we don't hurry, then it's gonna be too late and it's going to be harder to find that opportunity.
モーニンググローリーですね。そうよ、雲の回廊、あれが来るの。
So it'll come.
確証はあるのですか？もちろん。ね、葵くん。
Yeah. So despite the suddenness of the question, I responded without hesitation. So we will fly into the sky with our own wings. And the dream which flying or lying dormant inside me this past year has been gradually getting stronger and coming alive. And that dream will become a reality this summer, the season that is just now beginning. So that's the reason we are all working so hard. And that's why I know it will come. The morning glory will come. And what happened last year was a sign. So all the data points to it. It'll come this year.
そうよね。
Yeah. So it'll definitely come. And I clench my fist. And we will all fly.
飛ぶのよ。飛びましょう。
So Kotori clenches her fist. Asa excitedly thrusts her arms out wide. And we all look like up at the blue sky. And there we can see white wings dancing. So the new glider we have made dancing in the wind. Our wings. And this sky will become ours.
まったく困った人たちですね。
Well, you are all strange. And even though she says this, Yoru has a happy glint in her eye. And I feel uneasy. So what's wrong now? Oh, so, Ageha?
あーちゃん？
So what about Achan? So did she say anything to you?
聞いたことない。
Hey, so just because she hasn't said anything to Hotaru doesn't mean Ageha's feelings are not the same as ours.
でもすごく燃えてるよ、あーちゃん。
So she is fired up?
目すごいボーボーのゴーゴー。出かけるとき気合入りまくり。火の玉。
Oh, so heads out. So you mean every day?
うん。
I see. So for some reason, Ageha's recent behavior doesn't quite add up. And obviously part of that is due to the fact that I don't know what she is doing. So what does Ageha actually think about flying in the first place? So I haven't actually directly asked her that question. So Tomioka sensei isn't anywhere to be seen near the school gates. So it looks like they're safe for now. So Hotaru tightly tugs on my sleeve. So yes?
その
Yeah, so what's wrong? So now that I think about it, she's right. The members of the soaring club shouldn't get too close as not to arouse Tomioka sensei's suspicion. So maybe he's watching from a secret location. So if Kotori is not with me, that would seem strange. So I'll let Asa and Yoru go first. And then after the minute passes, we also start to head towards the school gates. So yeah, hey. I lightly pull Hotaru towards me. So, can you help me push then? So, I don't want to look like I'm always with Kotori, because that's going to add suspicion. Okay. So we had begin to push Kotori's wheelchair together.
ああ、仲がよろしいですこと。
I see a lovely couple together pushing me. That's because Ageha authorized this, right?
わかってるわよ。何考えてるのかしら、あの子。
I don't know.
よいしょ、よいしょ。
So Hotaru cheerfully pushes the wheelchair. So we part with Hotaru and walk towards the classroom. Okay, so it looks like someone's here.
はいはい、ごちそうさま。
Wait, what are you talking about? All I can hear is chatter. So who's that other person?
私には聞こえませんでしたけど。
I didn't hear anything.
遅いぞ会長。
Okay, so for some reason, Ageha's in class. It's like, you're late.
あんたが早いのよ。何やってんのよ、毎日毎日。
So that's Kotori for you. She reads the situation, sends out feelers, and suddenly attacks.
まあ、いろいろさ。
So everything happened. But Ageha is quite used to Kotori's ways and, unfazed, she nimbly avoids the question.
いろいろじゃわかんないのよ。説明してくれてもいいじゃない。
Well, just tell us. So Kotori schools or shouts. Okay, no, she shoots an even more direct question. And my feelings also ride with her interrogation. Yeah, Ageha, so tell us what you have been doing. Well, if you don't, we can't calm down and get to work, can we?
それが今はまだ言えないことが多いんだよね。
So, secret information?
私たちにも？みんなにも。何よそれ。ふざけないでよ。ふざけてないよ。
Well, I'm not messing around.
ふざけてるでしょ、その態度。
Hey, so don't fight. Seeing things were about to heat up, I jump in. And it's just like the old times, so seeing you two argue like this.
思い出させないでよ。
Well, that was different. As I remember her obstinate past, Kotori bitterly becomes sullen.
ああ、そんなこともあったの、じいさんや。
So you can talk being the granny who's the oldest and nearing her birthday.
さらば青春、さらば若き日。さようなら、私たちのシャイニングデイズ。
So you just give up quick.
というわけで、葵、週末付き合ってね。
Okay, so why ask me to hang out with you? Geez, like always, I reply without thinking. So I think it just goes along with the flow. Wait, weekend?
週末。
Yep. On the weekends, I normally go to the gliding area or work at Tatsuya's factory. And from the start of next week, we have finals. So I was planning on taking a holiday from both to spend some time studying.
日曜はさすがに勉強だよ。でも土曜日ならちょっとぐらいいいよね。ほう、デートのお誘いか。大胆だね。
So, is it a date? No. It's not like that. So if Ageha asks you to hang out, it's always checking out a home center or a hardware store. And it's not going to become anything like what Kotori is thinking about. Okay, so before I know it, time ticks away, and it's now the weekend. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And before heading out, I carefully stretch. So Hibari's here, so I don't need to worry about Kotori. Okay. And the Kazato sisters have also already headed out to visit their grandfather. And there aren't any real problems at the dormitory, so I can safely go out and not have to worry about other people. And all that's left to concern myself with is my own physical condition, so that's why the stretches. So I'll almost definitely be made to carry big and heavy tools and materials. And then be made to carry them all the way to the secret base and over again. So multiple trips. Oh, so it's another hot day and I've been sure to prepare enough water. So I wonder how much heavy equipment and parts does Aoi have to carry over to the secret base. So all that's left is to limber and head out. Okay, so it's almost time that we arrange to meet. And it's been ages since I've been out with Ageha. And, okay, a long time. Wait. So has it really been a long time? So I wonder how long he has waited for Ageha. Oh, wait a sec. So wait, when was the last time we hung out together, just the two of us? And we often talked one-on-one in the classroom. Well, whenever she would come out to the dormitory to hang out, we often ended up alone. And on the way to Tatsuya's place, we always walked together. But meeting like this and going somewhere, just the two of us, if I think about it now, it really has been a long time. So, okay. And more than a long time, it's the first time since last year. And last year we went to Windy together, and that was the last time. So that was actually one of the little divergence phases where Aoi decides who he wants to spend time with. And I'm sure it has to be less than a year ago. Okay. So strangely, I can't compose myself. I feel all restless. And hold on. So, calm yourself. So it's just Ageha. Yeah, Ageha, right. And it's not like this is someone special. And it's not like we're going somewhere romantic or anything. Just a home improvement store, a hardware store, or a raw goods shop, or just a library. So I'm just helping Ageha shop and carry some of the more heavier items that she can't carry herself.
Oh, もう来てたか。
And there she is. Yeah, so you are late.
待たせちゃった。
So waiting around in this heat, I'm gonna get totally dehydrated.
それは大変。じゃあ行こっか。
Okay. Right. So her shoulders are exposed. And recently, I've only seen her in her uniform, so it seems strangely pretty. Well, thin and curved, and lovely.
どうした？
So what's wrong? Nothing?
それにしてもさ、葵綺麗だよね。
Oh, so you think I'm gorgeous, right? Oh wait, what is?
だから葵がさ、いい体してんじゃん。足はがっしり、お尻は引き締まって、上半身は逆三角形。
So you're nice and muscular, you have a good body, good shoulders, and you got maybe that six-pack? Wait, what are you gawking at?
だから体だって。
Well, I'm talking about you and your body. So she says it so bluntly, I can't think of a way to protest. It's like, well, that's true, and it's hard to come up with words to turn it around. So Ageha's eyes continue to look at my body up and down without reserve.
制服で隠すのもったいない。いい体だね。トレーニング欠かしてないね。
Well, that's just to lose body weight, so I can't fly, and I also need to sharpen my reflexes. Okay. So, anyways, doesn't this kind of thing usually go the other way?
お、逆の方がいい？じゃあ、じっくりたっぷり見る？
So, as if getting ready to have her measurements taken, Ageha lightly lifts her arms and presents her whole body to me. No, I mean... So I can't just blatantly stare at her because she says I can. Well, from top to bottom, from her hair to her feet. So sandals, are those things going to be okay to wear? Those heels are pretty high, and her toenails, so she's painted them so nicely. Okay, so now we see that I was basically commenting about how beautiful Ageha looks. Like, wow, so she's really dressed up nicely. And Ageha, so my eyes return to the top, knees, legs, hips, waist. Wait, was Ageha always thin? Gulp?
こら、目がやらしい。
Hey, I can see that your eyes are being quite suspect, so you're going all over me. Wait, so you're the one who's showing off, you know?
葵のエッチ。
Okay, you're such a pervert guy. No, you're the one. You kind of enticed me to do it.
顔真っ赤。
Oh, haha, you're red. Shut up.
葵、すぐ赤くなるよね。
So because of her smile, I feel a sensation other than embarrassment.
さて、ジャブの応酬も済んだところで行きますか。
Okay, so let's do our job now. Okay. So you're going... I prepare myself to carry a lot of heavy things.
いい心がけだ、荷物持ちくん。
So anything up to 18-liter drum, I can handle. Anything over that, and you're barking up the wrong tree. So, you know, I have a limit too. And I'm not going to be able to haul something super duper heavy like you think.
あは、大丈夫大丈夫。そんなの買わないって。
Oh, no. It won't be anything bad. Ageha takes the lead and starts walking. So, what are you going to buy? So you already got all the tools you need, right? So if it's something special, right now, the budget can't,
まあ、特殊というか、なんというか。買うのに付き合ってもらってなんだけどさ、葵には使えないものなんだよね。
well, I couldn't. So something you can't use unless you're extremely adept. Something that requires a great deal of technical knowledge attained through study, like that. So she's only been studying since last year. At this stage, she should not need to buy anything like that. So I wonder what they're going to go purchase instead. So wait, why is it at Wendy's? So there are all sorts of cool stores here. Ageha's family store, Himegi Sports, and Tasaki's store and Sun Eves. And it's on a small scale, but there's also a home center. And if you need anything, you can come to this place and walk around to search for anything you can use. Well, I'm sure it's a really small store then.
それじゃあこっち。
Oh, so top floor. So Ageha rides the escalator to the top floor. And there's no home center here, so I guess she's going to pop into Himegi Sports. Huh? So I blurt out as soon as I see where Ageha is heading. Wait, so the underwear shop. Okay, so a woman's underwear shop. A specialist, one at that, underwear designed for young women. Various designs, colors, Philly types, H types.
言ったよね。葵には使えないものだって。
Yeah, so you said that. You did say that, but So my face turns red, I begin to sweat, I struggle to find a place to turn my eyes. Eventually I cover my eyes with my hands and stand rock still, or stock still.
真っ赤。
So I wonder what Ageha's doing. It's like, why would she take Aoi to a shop that sells women underwear? And you can see that Ageha was giving that that smirk, like, Of course I am.
そんな顔してそんな声出してたら注目の的だぜ。
You know, that expression is going to get the attention of everyone else.
ほれほれ見られてる。みんな見てるよ。噂してるよ。何あの人、下着売り場でエッチ。やだ、変態よ。警察呼んで。警風の男子よ。
Wait. So why are you trying to make me embarrassed like this? Well, I'm going to be over there.
ああ、じゃあいくつか試着するから少しかかるんで待っててね。
So what's the purpose of bringing Aoi out then? So now Aoi's just gonna sit out there and wait. Try on. At an underwear store, in other words. I turn my back on the store and try to control my breathing. And I have to stop my wild thoughts. So get control yourself, that's it. So thinking of the feeling of flight. So suddenly stalling, turbulence, spins, rocking motion, and descent. And if you have an accident on a bicycle, you merely just hit the ground. But in a glider, an accident means falling from the sky. That's true. And no matter what situation, you can lose composure. To return safely to the ground is the most important thing to a pilot. That's why they're trained hard to make sure they know how to recover an aircraft with problems. So I'll bypass through the passes of clouds. So to be disturbed by something as trivial as this isn't acceptable. Calm down, keep the machine in line with the horizon, or catch the wind with the wings. Okay, so just think about non-sensitive or non-uncomfortable topics. And with a deep breath, I somehow regain composure. That's right. So it's just Ageha. When we were little, we took baths together. But I'm sure they've changed a lot.
ねえ、葵はどの色のブラが好き?
And for some reason, Ageha has to ask Aoi for some advice. Oh, what color fits me? Oh, what? I can't calm down.
その顔、すごいよ。
Okay, now, look here.
いやいや、もう終わったから大丈夫だよ。
I'm done, so you can relax. So I think Ageha already bought something and then was just trying to ask a question to startle Aoi. Huh?
何買うか最初から決めてあったから、試着なんてとっくに何度も何度もやってますって。
There you go. So boastfully, Ageha lifts up a colorful small box resembling a chocolate container.
ほれ、厳選したパンツとブラ。見る？
Do you want to see it? Don't show me. Damn. So, men's underwear are so simple, but women's are like this. They have to be tried on and then put into this kind of packaging. I think Ageha requested the packaging. It's like, I want to tease Aoi a little bit. Oh, that's not where the problem lies though. So what exactly are you trying to do?
いやー、軽いものを先に買った方が荷物抱えてうろつき回るよりいいでしょ?
Well, that's not what I'm talking about.
さて、次
Okay, next. Hey, wait. So next place is another clothes store.
これは葵に見てもらわないとならなくてね。
So I think this one is more normal. It's something that I can handle better. Well, I'm not going to fall for your tricks anymore, so I don't believe you.
いや。ほら、こっちのブラウスとこっちのどっちがいい?
So, blouses. They're both good.
じゃあ両方.
Okay, I'll just take both then.
と言えたらよかったんだけどね。さすがにそこまでお金ないのさ。
Well, I can only buy one.
ほら、私が着てるとこを想像してみてよ。これとこれ。こっちのちょっと大胆なのはどう?
I don't know. I don't know anything about girls' clothes.
いや、だからこそ新鮮な正直な目で素直に聞かせてほしいわけね。
Well, just look at me and give me some comment.
どっち着てる私と歩きたい?
Walking? Together? Side by side? Well, that would be a date. So, with just me and Ageha. So, like boyfriend and girlfriend, all romantic, being all touchy-feely. Hey,
何も着ない方が好み?
So, wait, you don't like either, so... No, of course not. So, seriously, what kind of girl talks about this with a guy? Talk about this stuff with other girls.
だってさ、やっぱり見てほしい相手に見てもらった方が確実じゃない?
The person you want to see it, you mean...
はあ、忘れてるこいつ、ひどい!
Hey, so what did I do? So why are you coming up with all these reactions? So Ageha suddenly pouts her cheeks. So she seriously looks angry.
クイズだよ。ここはどこでしょう? ヒント、この間のお話。
So, where are we? Okay, so the old secret base, I guess? So you spoke about that, and I'm pretty sure.
正解。では第2問。そこで葵は私に何て言ったでしょう?
So what did you say back then? So wait, at the old secret base. So does Aoi even remember what he said to her? Oh, that. So she wants to make me say that in this place. And I wonder why. But Ageha is giving off an intense impression that if I don't say it, she will not forgive me. So wait. Well, I guess you could say I got carried away. I don't really understand anything back then. And that's not going to make Ageha happy in any way. Whoa, so she looks like she should be in some bad comic. The wrinkles on her forehead are amazing. So you see, oh man, I can't say any more than this. Well, I try frantically to move my trembling lips and force out a response. Well, I like you. Will you go out with me? I said.
Huh?
So I wonder if Ageha remembers those words, and that's why she kind of did all of this. Ageha looks flabbergasted, and she turns completely white. Well, seriously, completely, dumbfounded, astonishingly, speechlessly, aghast.
Huh?
Well, so you're the one who wanted me to say this, right? That's right. I said, well, you got with me. There was a guy normally... The way a guy normally says to a girl, I thought that's what you did. Well, the dark history I had sealed up until now. And if there was no one around, I want to cover my head in my hands and roll my head around. I'm also embarrassed I could die. So before I moved house, the age when I would get excited by reading comics that showed girls' underwear, or by walking around town with a girl a little bit older than me. And at that time, when I realized that boys are meant to tell girls that they like them, well, at that time I said to the girl I liked the most, and that was Ageha. And when I think about it, the words I said come back to me so clearly. Well, I like you, go out with me. And then Ageha, she... So what did she say again? So I remember Ageha's face at that moment. And it was the same as now, dumbfounded, shocked, pale eyes, and mouth wide open. But I can't remember what it was that she actually said. And what I do remember is that, in the end, Ageha didn't go out with me. In other words, I was rejected. That kind of makes sense. Well, I'm not really sure what brought things to the point where I was like, well, just go out with me. And we were already always together, always hanging out. Touching wasn't a problem, so we would tickle each other, practicing judo holds, stuff like this. But what I remember clearly is that my confession was not accepted. I totally thought that we worked together and that Ageha would be happy, so I was shocked. And then I became awkward between us, and the days we didn't meet continued. And while this was happening, I moved away from Kazegura. And then it came to now. So why is it so painful to remember my old self? So dripping with sweat, labored breathing, face on fire, just like this.
いやー、その、
And it's hard for Aoi or for Ageha to respond to Aoi. Ageha, still pale as before, tonelessly murmurs.
悪かった。私が全面的に間違ってましたです。
Well, it was my bad. I did something wrong. Huh?
いや、だから言わせたかったのはそっちじゃなくて、アゲハって男みたいだよなってあっち。
So Ageha was thinking about some other phrase that he said to Ageha. It's like, oh, you're like a tomboy, you are rowdy. And Ageha's trying to prove that, well, I'm a ladylike person now. So after saying this, Ageha turns red and looks at the ground.
ごめん。
So this time it's my turn to go completely pale. And now that she mentions it, there were other things I said before I confessed. Ageha, so you're kind of boyish, you know. You're not a girl, you're bigger than me, you're flat-chested. Well, I did say that, didn't I?
でしょ?
But Ageha and I don't say anything beyond that. So we don't buy any clothes, don't go anywhere in particular, and just aimlessly walk around and then leave the place. And after we change floors, I can finally change the mood. Okay, so what's next? So I was like, well, I'll buy this for you. So affected by guilt, my voice is hoarse and can barely make the words.
Oh, 許す.
Okay, so I'll give you this as forgiveness. Ageha suddenly returns back to normal. And as if the pale, shocked expression never existed, she completely returns to her high spirits. And because she returns back to normal, I let out a relieved sigh. It's like, okay, so now that we moved on from that topic, we've moved on to more comfortable topics, I can finally take a break.
つまりね、そういうことなのよ。
So what I mean is, right.
葵のせいなわけ。
So what is?
これ。
This? So Ageha lightly holds up the shopping bag in her hand. And those underwear from before, though I can't really see them.
男みたいだ。男だって言われたの。すごくショックでさ。
So I was not happy that you kind of tell me that I was a boy.
しかも言うだけ言って葵逃げちゃうし。
Well, I didn't run away. I had to move to a different town.
私の前から消えたんだから同じだって。
Well, it's different from the way I see it.
で、私は決心したわけ。
And as if she were the Statue of Liberty holding up her torch, Ageha lifts her crepe high into the air. Well, be careful, so the contents might spill.
見返してやる。あの何も分かってないバカ青よ。男だって言ったことごめんなさいさせてやるって。
So it's a lesson for calling me a boy. And right when it seems chocolate cream will spill all over the place, she swiftly lowers her crepe.
おいしい。
Now, time to eat it up. After taking a bite, she happily breaks into a big grin.
で、私は目覚めた。
So the power lying dormant in your right arm.
そう。古代から連綿と続く人間界に紛れた魔族の血を示す紋章が浮き上がるこの封印されし邪悪なる右腕が。
Whoa, so she said it all in one breath. So what now?
おしゃれに。
And as if we're nothing, we continue. We aren't a stylish pair by any means.
女の子らしく、可愛く、葵が夢中になるように。葵が、私が悪うございました、可愛いアゲハ様と、私の前に土下座するくらいに。
Oh, that. Well, I guess I should give you a written apology then.
そうそう、あたうべからずっておいおいそれ不可能ってことやないけ。
Ageha begins to flap her empty hand.
折檻するね。後でじっくり。
So I'm gonna give you that second punishment. Oh, so solo my fingers, melt my eyelids. Oh, mechanical tools are terrifying in this strength.
心にドリル、魂にアークコー。
So open my chest and pour molten metal inside. Whoa, wow.
お表には何て書く？
Wait, a boy who yearned for the sun, rests alone, his soul is one with the morning glory.
よし、最後の晩餐と行こう。
So having taken a huge morsel of crepe, she thrusts it before my eyes.
ほら、自分の分買ってないでしょ。
Well, here's your portion. So you didn't buy one, so here, you can have some of mine. It's okay. I don't need any. I'm not...
私だけ食べるってのもなんか嫌じゃない。
So I think it's like, well, there's too much for me, so you should take some of it. Alright, I'll buy myself one.
いいからいいから。
No. It's like, well, if you buy yourself one, then you just buy more crepes. So she forces the crepe onto me. So you can have the rest of my crepe. Well, it is Ageha. So we used to get along so well a long time ago. And no, not that long. It was only last year we would share indirect kisses while tasting ice cream. Okay, so I'll have some then. That's right. So it was totally normal for us back in the days. And stealing each other's ice cream, scrambling to be the first to lick one's ice cream, our lips touching each other's. And biting into the crepe, the texture, the sweet taste of the cream filling my stomach, or my mouth. And a different kind of sweetness. A strange sweetness which makes my heart race, sweetness mixed with a little embarrassment. I didn't feel this way last year, maybe because it is a crepe. So how did it go?
おいしいでしょ?
Is it good? Yeah.
昔みたいにはいかないね。
Well, of course. To begin with, we look completely different.
だね。葵は立派な男の子になったし。
Well, same with you. I recall the moment I first saw Ageha after coming back to the town. And I didn't realize it was Ageha and just thought it was a cute girl. So I think that was like episode 4 or 5, or maybe 6. And I remember Aoi was like, "Are you the real Ageha?" And that kind of got Ageha a little bit upset.
何?
But then again, Ageha gave off that vibe that allowed Aoi to remember, yeah, it is Ageha from the past.
何か面白そうなこと言いかけたね。どれ隠さずに言ってごらんなさい。お姉さんに洗いざらい隅から隅までほれほれ。
Whoa, so acting all high and mighty. Well, nothing. Like I said before, you've also become a beautiful girl.
ああ、そうだったね。葵が戻ってきた時だ。
Oh yeah, so you came back.
まあ、よしとするかな。葵に言われたから、おしゃれしてみるようになって、ついに認めてもらえた。ミッションコンプリート。というには、称賛の言葉が全然足りないような気がするな。あの時のあーが欲しいね。
I still want to hear that message from back then. So what time?
ほら、いい女になっただろって言った時さ。あの時の葵の返事が最高だったのにさ。
So I wanted to hear how I've become a girl.
ということで、Once again! 可愛い女の子になったでしょ?
A splendid girl, a beautiful girl, the very essence of woman. There isn't another girl in the world who perfectly represents the quintessence of womanhood. So how's that?
背中出して。鉄筆で設計図書いてあげる。
So I think it's too complicated for Ageha to understand. It's like, well, you're exaggerating. So don't you call that a tattoo?
拷問っていうのよ。
No, I'm giving you torture. A perfect girl.
もう一声。
So, say it again then. You are beautiful. Okay, something easier.
許す。
Good to know.
でも、せっかくなんで、もう一回。
Well, you're real cute. Ageha?
葵も素敵だよ。
So they both suddenly take on a serious expression and look deep into each other's eyes. And then at the same time, we burst out laughing. So after we laughed for a while, we wiped the tears from our eyes. Whoa, so I haven't laughed this hard for ages and my stomach hurts.
やっぱ葵だね、このノリは。
Me too. Well, I can only have fun with a girl like you.
一番の親友だもんね。
Well, yeah, we are. So for some reason, the word friends gets stuck in my throat. Hey, so Ageha?
Hmm?
Well, I thought the reason I came today was to buy things for the club. Yeah. So how did it turn into this?
ああ、まあそう思うのは仕方ないよね。試験前にデートだもんね。
Well, that word again. So for some reason, it knocks me back. And that can't be the reason Aga came out. So the word date felt uneasy. It caused... So what's this?
でもさ、今しかなくって。
So for what?
息抜きのチャンス。
So it's time for us to relax a little bit from all those tests, final exams.
来週から期末試験で、それが終わればいよいよグライダーだけに専念できる。
And then after the final exams, we're going to be working so hard on building that glider up.
グライダー付けになるよ。作る方と飛ぶ方と。
There you go. That's true.
朝から晩まで作業して、それでも間に合うかどうかギリギリ。葵だって飛行訓練さらにしなくちゃならないし。
And plus the training.
飛ぶこと以外考えていられなくなる。
So what's wrong with that?
それだけじゃ良くないと思うんだ。ロボット部で経験あるんだけど、朝から晩まで根詰めるとかえって失敗する。
So is that the same thing that happened to Amane when she was working on the glider by herself?
何が何でもこれしかない。これ以外にない。他のことは考えられない。そんな風に視界狭くしちゃうと、他の人の言葉も聞けないし、自分を縛っちゃう。これだけ頑張ってるんだからうまくいくはずだ。休まないでいるんだからこのやり方でいいはずだ。それで失敗しちゃったら、ロボットならうまく動かない、競技で負けるっていう、それだけで済むけどさ、グライダーは死ぬから。
So what do you mean? And a shiver passes through me. And the bicycle, I recall the accident.
だからほどほどに気を緩めるのも真剣に頑張るのと同じくらい大事だと私は考えたわけね。
Well, I suppose so. And I suppose it's just as she says. Our opponent is the sky. Vast and beautiful, perfect, but also a place that will snatch your life away in an instant. And on that point, the instructors at the glider area are constantly emphasizing. So having flown many times and learned all the techniques, I have come to understand this more than anyone. And after seeing Amane's flight last year, I've come to learn just how dangerous it can be. But there's no guarantee that you'll make it back in one piece. And to ensure something bad like that doesn't happen, to the same extent as you would immerse yourself, you should ease up, broaden your outlook, and don't forget to make composed judgments. And just in case, even if the morning glory occurs, I need to be able to judge whether I should turn back and land. And if I throw myself into it too completely, I can't do that. And I saw at the racing arena. And having raced so far, striving for a perfect finish through dehydration or muscle failure, so many athletes have irrecoverable injuries themselves.
で、まあとりあえず少しは緩んでくれたかな。
So, have you relaxed a little bit, right? Okay, so I'm going to cut the episode here, and we'll see how the conversation continues in the next episode. So, Ageha used we're going to buy some materials for the glider. That was just a cover-up for Ageha's real plan, which was to try to relive the old times of them being together. But obviously back then, Aoi kind of saw Ageha as a boy and not a girl, and then Ageha tried to prove it now that she is a girl. But then again, for pole top titles, we've seen this a lot. So Sky Full of Stars with Hikari and Chisa in Adventure of a Lifetime. So anyways, I'm not sure what Ageha's thinking about or how she feels, because this is kind of out of the blue compared to what she did earlier with sending other girls to kind of mess with Aoi and get the attention that Aoi does not want. So anyways, with that in mind, I'll see you later.